Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play Monster Hunter World, and boom! It's Dante! It's awesome, sexy female Dante! It's also post-commentary! So, as those who have been... Geez, that camera's spinning around a lot. I recorded this multiple weeks ago, so I do not remember what I've done here. I'm also wearing... I believe there are Doggeron pants, because I couldn't get the rest of it as... that because of what it requires to make it, which is we're also doing the Dante quest in this video. So people who've been keeping up with me may have seen that there was a period of time where I couldn't exactly record new shit. Wait, what was I doing? I know, it's still recording, never mind. I'm not used to doing post commentary in any capacity, and I thought that the footage stopped recording for some reason. But no, it's still going. We're still good. We are still kicking. We're still doing great. It's totally fine. This is totally not going to be an awkward disaster of a mess or anything. Dante must dine! And like the slightest hint of cleavage in the female one. So yeah, I wasn't able to record for a period of time because of, let's say, circumstances. So what I did is the Dante thing was announced and there was a big Dante quest for it. I'm like, oh, I'm super excited for that. What my original plan was to do Teostra the Infernal, as you can see up in the top right there. The plan was to do the Teostra Infernal quest. After I did Teostra the Infernal, I would grind out the quest to do Dante and then would put on the Dante thing at the end there. One, I failed to beat Teostra. And two, in the middle of me trying to do all the things to get all the Dante pieces is when I was unable to record anymore. So what we're just doing here is we've got, something in full bloom. I can't even read that because of how poor the quality is in Vegas for showing previews right now. So that's, I think it's blossoms in full bloom or something. This is another thing. This is the Sakura clothing. Empress in full bloom. I can say it's a little bit bigger there, sorry. Empress in full bloom. So this is for Sakura's gear. And the amazing thing, as it was showing there, is unlike when we had to do the challenge for for Ryu. Evil Ryu is a totally different thing that I will do in the next festival because I've already missed it. There's like 3 different quests that give you different things. They give you different items. And the best part is so there's 3 of them and 5 weapons each. So 1 weapon has to be doubled up. And thankfully for me, it's the sword and shield. And I take this one because it's got paralysis knife, sleep knife, and poison knives, and some armor charms, and some flash pods. A lot of chances to knock it down and to stun it and everything. And hey, this is Sakura. So we're going to do the Sakura quest. We get the music for it, the Street Fighter music. We do another challenge thing. The worst thing about this one, though, is you don't have normal potions. All your potions are max potions and ancient potions. So your healing is limited. That's the worst part about this quest. So yeah, the plan was to Dante at the end of the Teostra Infernal video. But I failed at actually defeating Teostra. Then I couldn't record this section here of doing the end of Dante for that video. So what we're just doing instead is we've got Sakura and Dante for this video, and that's what this video is. Sorry for taking so long into it to actually explain it. And after this, I'm just gonna do not the Elder Dragon stuff, like there's a Zoro Raptors and Black Diablos I gotta do, and Devil Kill and Basil Geese I gotta do. I'm just gonna do those before I do the Elder Dragons, because I am not equipped enough to do Elder Dragons, and need better gear and everything for it. So we're gonna do all that, and my initial attempt at Teostra is just going to be put there, like, 5 episodes after I recorded it, and it's gonna be super awkward and weird, but hey. There's going to be a point where I failed one of these main quests that just happens to be for an Elder Dragon. I'm glad I defeated Nero honestly. And also the timing for Teostra was awkward because the reason why I had to do it is part of Dante's quest is Teostra! So hey. And I was able to do the Dante event because I did it all online. So I've never defeated Teostra on my own either at this point. So that's neither here nor there. The point is, we're doing the Sakura thing here and we're fighting against a pink Rathian. And from memory, this is the worst attempt I had out of all of them. Fortunately for the Sakura gear, you only need to do it 4 times. Because you only need 4 tickets instead of 7 like it was for Ryu. But this was still by far my worst attempt. I got pretty good at actually recognizing Rathian's attacks and how to dodge them and when it was safe to go in and attack. Which is what you know, meant to do. But there was a lot of times where I fucked it up here and got poisoned and killed and everything. So it's by far the worst attempt. So here's me knocked out and poisoned and giant fireballs and needing an antidote to stop the poison and low on health and now on fire. And just everything's a disaster. And that's Rathian stopping me drinking my antidote by like doing the kick attack. Here's me having barely any health left and just managed to eke out a max potion. Holy shit. I didn't realize I got that close. Yeah, this run did not go well at all. Not even slightly. I got hit so many times on things. Oh, also, you don't have the armor drug and demon drug here, but you do have might seeds and might pills and armor seeds and armor pills, adamant seeds and adamant pills to do stuff with this, which is the temporary boosts. They're apparently better boosts than the drugs, but they are only temporary. There's one which is a little bit better that lasts for like 3 minutes, and then there's one that's shitloads better that lasts for 20 seconds. Which I believe I make a use of when Rathian goes to sleep. Which I also actually learned out how sleep works. It's not super useful for the Sword and Shield. The way sleep works is the first attack on them when they're asleep does double damage. Which means you get to points in this where I managed to actually successfully do the charge attack to begin with on an enemy that's sleeping, doing like 100 damage, but yeah, that's how sleep works. Given that Sword and Shield doesn't have too many attacks that are really high damage, it's not super worthwhile. I can imagine for something like the Giant Sword or Giant Blade or whatever it's called, it would be super useful because if you can like measure that out just right to get the true charge slash on it while it's asleep, you would do so much fucking damage. Holy shit. But yeah, Sword and Shield not super useful. But yeah, poisoning Rathian is not a big thing because it's a Rathian. But they can get poisoned if they're resistant to it. I also saw what Pink Rathian's armor set bonus is, which I believe Sakura's has as well. Pink Rathian armor set bonus, which you need 3 from 4, is to increase the length of poison. So that would be a really good build for my poison armor if it didn't take 3 pieces of Pink Rathian gear. It's so upsetting seeing high rank pieces still need like more than 2 bits of gear to get the max that I want. Like Zorobacteros and Rathalos. Rathalos has critical element damage up for 2 pieces, but Zorobacteros requires 3 for ailment damage, so I can't even just make it so I do like poison damage inflicted way faster unless I dedicate 3 pieces of gear to Zorobacteros. Unlike Rathalos where I can do 2. Which, spoiler alert, is the gear that I've kind of got at the moment. The gear is basically try to have my plan for my gear, which is not completed, but it's pretty damn close, is to have a set that is permanent critical hit and having a bonus where I do more element damage per critical hit. Just to try and max out the damage I'm doing with the Sword and Shield. It's not like a super involved thing, but it's one where it's just, it applies to just my normal fighting. It doesn't like change my normal fighting style much, it just enhances my normal fighting. It's basically the plan that I've got for that set. It's not fully made, but it's close. It's pretty damn close. Also need to find Sword and Shield weapons that are actually good at inflicting element damage, because the main thing I use is inflicting poison, which is element, which requires Zorobacteros, which doesn't work anyway. Well, unfortunately. So most of my attempts, I believe, on Pink Rathian were done by now. I did really poorly here. I mean, most of the attempts that I did in maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Because it's a case of just, yeah, when it's exhausted and everything like that, attack the shit out of its head. When it's in angry mode, you've got flash pods so you can knock it out of the sky so you get extra damage. Or if it's in other angry modes, you can poison it or make it fall asleep with your other ones, and then you can do a shitloads of extra damage there. You make use of your might pills and might seeds at the right time, you can just do a shitload of extra damage. I don't know if I actually, I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I got the sleep big bonus thing on top on this one or not. I don't remember. But it's basically put it to sleep and it goes, oh, I'm sleepy now. And then you take the might seed. I can't remember if it's the might seed or the might pill. I think it's the might pill. Where it lasts for 20 seconds. And it just does so much extra damage. And I managed to get a hit that was over 100, like, on the sleeping thing. But I don't know if I did that this one. I may have killed this before I remembered to put it to sleep. Again, I recorded this a really long time ago. Back when the Dante and Sakura events were actually a thing, which I believe was the end of April, but I haven't been able to record until now, and I had to record this, so hey! Well, I mean, I didn't have to, but it was unique events and unique gear, and I wanted to show it off because why not? And also you get to just flush Sakura's panties well and truly way too much for this, but hey, that's Sakura. She's wearing the schoolgirl outfit. What do you expect? And also you get the unique music. And you get to see me participate in jolly cooperation in the Dante one. The Dante one's cool. It's fucked up and there's no way I would have done it on my own. I was with people every single time for it, but I say. Big ol' Go Sakura, go! Just like try and survive. You're doing really well. I mean, you're not at all actually. You're actually doing kind of woefully and terribly. But keep going, Sakura, we believe in you. I mean, I don't. I know that you did poorly here, but yeah! Oh, sick dodges. So there's ways that Rathian moves its body and everything, so you can tell, is it going to be a tail flick that goes straight forward, or is it the one that goes around? And when it goes around, it, I believe, always goes clockwise. Like that, yeah. So there's a slight difference in the way that you can tell its body to tell which one it's going to be. And this is just a fight where I just constantly fuck that up. Just absolutely constantly. So yeah, this is the Might Seed and Adamant Seed that just, they're like I believe they're 3-minute bursts for that. And they give you a little bit. Because they don't give you Armor Drugs and Demon Drugs for this. So, going into Elder Dragon fighting, I may want to also stock up on those things. Just do even more. In essence, me missing my attacks, just being really great at wasting my bomb pods. With the flash pods here. Is that what I go for next? Yeah. When they're flying, if a Rathian's flying and you knock them out sky with the flash pod, they basically fall on the ground stunned, so you can just attack the shit out. But I don't know if I get the chance to do that. This may be actually the attempt that I don't use the sleep tactic. That may be the case. I don't remember. And I know I did way better at all the other. I mean, I know it says it's like I did really better at the other ones, but it's just like, no, what you're seeing is woeful, and I really admit that. And here's where I probably die because of burning. No! Okay. I know I faint during this. I may have even fainted twice. I cannot remember. So part of what made this an issue is there's no normal potions at all. So you don't want to use the max potions and everything until you're pretty low on health, then you risk actually dying. You whiffed it there, Blake. God damn it. Could have done the jump up dig attack, that's fine. So there's me using the shield tactic, which thanks to Darkblade I've now learned. If you're holding up the shield for the sword and shield, you can go directly into the charge attack. So you can actually just go immediately into that. Any other attacks? Oh, great. Rah! And there's a subtle difference in how Rathian acts, whether it's the triple shot fire blast or the long range really powerful one hit blast. What am I using here? I can't read what that says. Is that sleep knife or is that paralysis knife? Or poison knife? Maybe I did do the sleep one here. Maybe it was paralysis I didn't do. I don't know. Sleep is the best one. And the music cuts out. No, I probably would have done sleep because I'm on yellow sharpness, so I would have also used it as a chance to recap. Or was it that no, that may have been I whiffed with enough of them that I didn't even get the chance to put in. Maybe that was it. Again, so long ago I don't remember, but yeah, whatever ability, again, I can't read it because of what it is in Vegas, but the preview is too blurry, too pixelated, too small, but hey. Oh, so Helm Splitter! That's an attack, and it's great. You do the advancing slash, the triangle circle thing, on a climbable wall, and you run off and you do a giant mounting attack that hits multiple times. Hard as hell to hit off, because it's hard to aim, and they've got to be near this thing. But if you hit with it, ooh, he can hit multiple times, and it's really good for mounting. I did that a lot during the next fight, which is also in this same arena of just advancing slash. Did you die here? Yeah, you died because you fainted. So just me getting stomped like that. It's great. It's great. I'm just being rejected off of there. Okay, well, do you sharpen first? Good girl. I was just about to say, it's like if you take the seeds first that have the time limit and you sharpen after that, I'm gonna go back in time and slack you, Blake, because that's just dumb. There we go. One adamant seed left for defenses. It's going really, really well. Man, I forgot how badly I did at this. It's fine. It's fine. I know I beat it eventually. I don't know if I get the actual armor though, because I don't think I had enough pink Rathian pieces to actually make the armor. But I have the tickets needed for it, which means I can make it eventually. Same with the Dante stuff. I don't have Dante pants by the end of this, because they require a Teostra gem, which fucking no, I don't have. So it's so frustrating. It's the only gem that is required for the entire Dante set, and it requires a fucking Teostra gem. It's maddening then. But oh well. Just roll it off. Way big fireballs. See how far reaching they are? Damn. And they're almost guaranteed to put you on fire, it seems. Oh, here we go. These paralysis ones. Just to stop you for a second. Come on, die. Come on, there we go. Rapid attacks. And for big charge, yeah. Bonk. And oh, I love this. I don't know, because I did the Teostra thing. Like, I've done the Teostra thing, but you haven't seen it. I don't know what I haven't done on video yet for you to have seen. But this combo, where you can just go from one charge slash to another. If you land on the ground and then hold backwards as you land on the ground, you can do another one. Which you might notice, I now have a tendency, as I'm doing that charge slash, while I'm in the air, I turn the camera. And I turn the camera so that I know which way is backwards based on where my character is going to be facing when I land. Hey! Okay. I thought I fainted twice into this. Both not as bad and way worse than I remember. But air just beat the shit out of you for pissing me off. Blah, blah, blah. And there's no point actually carving them because it's a challenge quest, so you only get basic fish gear for challenges. Like, you get first aid meds. You don't even get... Like, killing Pink Rathian here gets me no Pink Rathian items, which is frustrating. Or you might get one or two, but I don't think you do. Actually, no, it may have been the coins. Yeah, I think that's what it is. C rank, yay. There's Life Powder Rathian coin. I think it's not enough Rathian coins I have to make the Sakura thing. Which means I need to kill more Rathians in the arena, which... like, for a piece of gear that doesn't matter anywhere near as much, it's fine. And it's a good thing about the Dante set. So all the other, like, Alloy, Ryu, Sakura, they're all full armor sets. You wear it, you're wearing the entire set at once. Dante's divided into individual pieces. So if you want to wear parts of Dante, you can, and then wear something else if it makes more sense for stats or anything. It's fucking great in that regard. It also means that it doesn't make your character look or sound like Dante like the other ones do. Like, your face and voice don't change to become Dante's. But honestly, that's even better because female Dante looks great. My character looks fucking amazing as Dante. Like, the hair... This hair just works on anyone, it seems. I mean, it's Dante. It's just designed to look really cool, so hey. That's just how Dante be. Anyway, what we're going to do here is join a quest. Because joining a quest is way more likely to actually find someone for the right thing than otherwise. So here we are, trying to join Code Red. And there's like one person in there who's doing that. So instead we say, fuck it. We're going to just do SOS quests. SOS flares, searching for event quests. And then there's a bunch of people doing Code Red. This is why I'm joining for people. Because it requires killing an Anjanath, and a Doggeron, a Rathalos, and a Teostra all in one quest. This is why I did this online. Also because I didn't defeat Teostra on my own, and I didn't want to, like, even attempt fighting Teostra in here on my own. So we're just gonna join people and just hope for the fucking best, which worked out really well because we never failed this. I mean, we had people who fainted once or twice. I never failed Code Red joining people. It was fucking great. Teostra, as you'll see in many, many, many videos from now, yeah, Teostra kicked my ass. Teostra handed my ass back to me and just said, here you go, would you like some freshly served ass? And then I was just like, oh, thank you, Teostra, I love me some ass, let me have that. And Josh was like, surprise, it's yours. And I'm just like, Teostra. My metaphor is getting away from me here. Point is, we're going in as Dante to the Dante quest and getting all the Dante gear. And the Dante gear is actually pretty similar to what my original plan was. So, the Dante gear gives you max out. I mean, part of it's in the leg, so I don't have it yet. But part of Dante's gear, it's focused all on affinity, which is exactly what my other thing was focused on. Anyway, greetings! I can't read any people's names here. Oh yeah, this person had the Orchestra Cat. This is the Orchestra Cat person. We just get constant buffs. The Choral Orchestra thing is actually super good. We got constantly buffed by you there. So that was pretty great. But yeah, Dante's gear, focus a lot on affinity. So it gives you level 3, the max level for it, for a skill called Weakness Exploit. At level 3, it gives you plus 50 affinity if you hit an enemy's weak spot. It is great. It is so good. It's so damn good. There's also some extra critical iron there. I think there's something else that boosts affinity as well. I want to say it's maybe affinity sliding, where you get boosted affinity after you do a slide. Or it might be the thing where it's like extra affinity on max health or something. I can't quite remember exactly, but yeah, the Dante gear is great. And because it's individual pieces, I actually have sets of armor that I want to make that are based on Dante's gear. So it's great. I mean, Weakness Exploit with Rathalos is my entire other idea for the gear that I'm actually working towards. So that would help. But like that's already got maxed out critical iron's what's it called? Weakness Exploit already, so it's not, I don't strictly need the Dante gear for stuff. But because Dante just has extra pieces that have Weakness Exploit and critical iron and everything, I can just mix and match it with more other gear to go for other things as well. Like, oh, it's so good. And obviously it's motherfucking Dante, so of course it's fucking great. Because holy shit, it's Dante. Oh my god. I swear one day I'll do LPs of the Devil May Cry games, but I love those games, and I'm very not confident in those games. Especially Devil May Cry 1, which is mainly just due to its camera that I end up... Because I'm so used to games since Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is especially 1, but the others a little bit. But especially 1's camera just fucks me up so much. Like, out of all the Devil May Cry games, I'd be the best at DMC Devil May Cry because it's the easiest. And then after that, it would go 4 than 3 than 1. And part of that is just... That's the difficulty, like, that's the order that I've most recently played them in. Like, I could probably comfortably do a DMC 4 playthrough right now, but there's no way I do a DMC 4 playthrough without doing the other ones. I mean, you could argue that you could do Devil May Cry 3 before you do Devil May Cry 1, because it's a prequel, but there's no fucking way you could do 4 before the other ones. What's that? Devil May Cry 2 exists? No, it doesn't, weirdo. But yeah, like, I would like to eventually do a piece of those games, but it's just, I am not confident in any capacity for those. Those would be types of things where, especially for Devil May Cry 1, I would probably play through it multiple times before I did anything. Oh, and here's me fucking up and going down the Thunderbug cage right as they put down their Pitfall Trap, and I'm just like, well, your Pitfall Trap's better than my my Thunderbug cage, and I've just wasted it, and I am sorry. I am sorry, that person who is a much higher hunter rank than I am and doing a lot better than I am at this. But hey, I need you here to help. Oh, also, you might notice Dante's arm, because the Slinger Pod's equipped. Hey! You'll notice that. So that's the thing as well. Like, that actually activated the Pitfall Trap, but just didn't count because of my Thunderbug cage. I'm just like, I wasted that. I'm so sorry. Like, if I put it back further a bit far forward, it would have been alright, but I put it, like, just in the right spot, so it would go into the Thunderbug cage first, and then not the other one. Because the advantage of the Pitfall cage is because they drop into the ground, their head is very exposed in the Pitfall Trap. Yeah, it's also, thanks to playing with people through this, I realized how good the Pitfall Trap is. Actually, a lot. It is a really fucking useful thing. Like, just dropping them into the ground, just for battle purposes, is actually super good. And also, me just constantly going with the traps and everything, really helpful on these first ones. Not so helpful on Teostra, who's immune to traps, and I mean, the Thunderbug cage is really good for Teostra, but the timing and getting it right in the right spot, it's just, you'd be better to just make flash pods and bring them in anyway. But. So yeah, before I do the next thing, I mean, like, the Thunderbug cage, a flashfly cage, or whatever you want to call it, is a really good thing. It's just not good for certain enemies, or certain monsters. And my only other ones I've got are the healing one, which is alright, and the Plunder Blade. They're the only ones that are leveled up. So I want to focus on leveling up the Choral Orchestra, because, wow, it's really good here. This person is constantly giving us buffs. Like, you look at our buff meters, and we've just got so many of them. It's like, holy fucking shit. I mean, I'm bleeding right now, so that's a part of why there's so many symbols up there. And then stun, there's like 8 symbols up there at the top at once, but... Hey, it's fine. Here we are, just crouching. Oh yeah, and this person knows how to actually play with teammates, because this person put a health booster down, which you might notice is really good. Like, how much he healed me there is great. So this person actually went into this knowing how to help teammates, and I feel bad for being such a liability, but this person could honestly probably do this on their own. They're really good with their, I believe that's a longsword. Like, it looks mean and shit and everything, but I'm pretty sure it's a longsword and not the charge. It's the longsword and not the giant blade, I'm pretty sure. And it looks great to use. I mean, when I was testing out all the weapons, the longsword was one I was also interested in, but sword and shield has just grabbed me, and I'm super down for it now because of just how many different things I can do at once. It's really, pretty much its only weakness is kind of low damage, which, I mean, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm doing pretty good damage with it as well. Like, once I take the drugs and I get off the right combos. But it's short ranges by far. It's like weakest fuck because it's such a tiny little weapon compared to others. So you've got to be basically touching them to actually hit them, which is just dangerous for some of them. Man, if you look at this Odogaron, this poor Odogaron has just been torn to shreds. Like, it's got broken bits everywhere. But this other person is hitting with shit, and there's status effects, like bubble things coming off, and like lights everywhere. And it's just, I don't know a lot of the stuff that this person's doing, but fuck if they're not crushing it. Also, you might notice the weapon that I'm using here is I'm not using my Datura Blossom. I'm using the Rogue Wave because I do have the Dante thing, so I've got some weakness exploit, critical eye, and everything. I have the Rogue Wave on, which is extra water, which is water element. And also, everything here is code red, so everything here has some level of fire, so they all should be weak to water. So just hopefully doing extra damage with it here. I was considering that part at least. Like, I thought about part of it. Pardon me. So, I mean, I didn't go into this with absolutely zero considerations. I mean, low considerations, but not none. Like, you can see what the other person's doing and the wild attacks that they've got going everywhere, and it's just like, I am not helping as much as I could. I mean, I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm a liability at this point, because I'm not constantly getting hit. I'm not requiring assistance to be helped at every single second or anything. But I'm not doing as much as I could. Like, is how much I'm helping making up for how much extra health or whatever this has because it's multiplayer? Because it's multiplayer, when it starts multiplayer, it says difficulties being adjusted for multiplayer. Oh yeah, there's just me getting, I believe that's a plate, just randomly getting a plate. I actually got an Odogaron gem from one of these, just carving it. I got an Odogaron gem, which I was super fucking happy with. I've now got my Master's Charm, which is the charm for critical eye. To get that from level... to upgrade that the second time required no Odogaron gem. So now I'm just super happy that I have that. It's fucking great. I think it requires a Nergigante gem to get to its final upgrade level though, which is like a Nergigante gem. That's worrying. That's a concern. Just yeah, set that on electric, and just because that person doesn't have their pitfall trap. I like how this person's doing their little bow thing there. Like, I'm dancing and just rolling along, that person's just doing their little bow thing of just constantly crouching. I'm just running in circles. The way that people communicate with each other is fun. Like, it's just like, what actions can you do with each other to indicate some level of communication when you don't actually use the words? Like, what mechanics and move options do you have where you can just do, like, random shit like that? It's a big part of why I love Journey. I mean, my first playthrough of Journey was with someone I was friends with, and they had, like, perfected Journey, got, like, every trophy in it and everything, and loved it. So we just spent a lot of time, like, restarting the area where the multiplayer starts, trying to join up with each other, and finally joined up with each other. But it's like, alright, turning off Skype, we're not talking to each other in person, we're only going to communicate through the game, because otherwise it's ruining the experience of the game. And all of, like, we basically, like, developed our own way of communicating with each other, like, excitement and everything, curiosity and everything. It's just like, I love that! I mean, Journey's a game literally built around that, but I find it entertaining when that happens in other games as well. Like here, the things that people do with each other, to just be like, while they're waiting for time, they just all start crashing or anything. Or there's that video that I've got of the Spring Blossom Festival, where there's like 3 of us in the Gathering Hub, and we're all wearing the Spring Blossom gear, except there's no pants, so it's just like the garter belt and like the French maid top, and we're all just doing like the stripper dances up in the Gathering Hub. Or you go into Splatoon, and like if you're in multiplayer, like competitive multiplayer or versus multiplayer in Splatoon, when you're all fighting each other, if you kill someone and you start like rapidly doing the squid thing, you're squid bagging and being an arsehole and just being like, haha, I killed you, and then you see the death cam, they usually get killed while they're doing that because they're distracted. But then you go into Salmon Run and you clear like the first wave and people do that a couple times. You clear the second wave, people start doing that. You do it the third time and people do it for the rest of the time while they throw all their bombs down and it's like, I love it. Like just using game mechanics and game movements to just like have dumb little communication fun bits with people in multiplayer. I love it so much. And people seem pretty good at doing it here too. I don't know what happened at the end of this one. I think I've done it at the end of all of these ones against these people here. But there's times where it's just like you get to the end of this and everyone's just like all their slinger ammo that they've got, they're just firing at each other, trying to hit each other. Oh, it's great. Like the Devil May Cry music that's playing. I mean, it is not like the song that is the meme from Devil May Cry 4, which will probably be the title of this video, but that's still pretty good. Oh, Wrathwood. Like, we are just tearing these fuckers apart. Like, just constantly smashing the shit out of them. Just constant land on the head, bam, 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 bam. Also, I think this is the only one where we had 2 people. Most of the time I managed to get 4 people in here, but for this one, it's just us 2. Like, normally it's a group of 4 of us. Which honestly, in some ways, may be more beneficial. Because once you, I think at 3 people, it may not apply until 4, but I'm pretty sure at 3 people it starts counting. Your palicos aren't there once you get above 4. Like, I know if you have 4 people, no one has their palico. Maybe if you're at level, maybe if you've got 3 people, the host has their palico. I can't remember. But yeah, once you get to 4 people joining, no one has their palicos, which, given the constant sign, like right there, where you can see all of the different buffs that the Coral Orchestra is getting us, and all the sounds that you can hear constantly. The buffs here are actually pretty damn helpful. Like just, oh, there's me just totally whipping. Oh, there's Wrathwood is dead. Right as Tiger puts down the flashlight cage. And just breaks. Ah, well. Just tearing through these. I mean, these ones will always look like they're going really well because there are people significantly better and better equipped than I am playing here. So we just tear through them. Oh yeah, the Wrathwood's plate. So I got a Wrathwood's plate and a Doggerun plate from carving there. I actually got really lucky with these carves in this. Again, I got a Doggerun gem from one of these. It was great. Just, fun times, fun times. That was the flashlight cage. So the Thunderbug cage for the trap doesn't do anything to the Elder Dragon, but Flashfly does. So we try and put down as much of it. Anyway, because the video where I actually fight this thing for the first time isn't gonna be shown for a while, welcome to the introduction of Teostra, the Infernal. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna defeat this thing on my own. This thing is really fucking... There we go. We're doing the thing. Yeah! We're just being idiots here. Oh, there's the door open. Welcome, Teostra the Infernal. Fucking Cerberus Lion Dragon thing. Well, not Cerberus, but... like, it kind of has the face of Cerberus. But, like, not the 3 head parts. But then it's got, like, lion mane and devil horns. And it's on fire all the fucking time. Walking up to it can damage you because of just the fire, and it can set you on fire because of its fire. Just being near it. So, yeah, watch me spend most of this far the fuck away while I try and heal. Like, Teostra's really gigantic flame breath there. And Teostra starts doing shit that's essentially Kinsect does at some point, of putting down dust everywhere that explodes and kills you. And thankfully, throughout all of these, I have learned that Teostra has a, like, because I'm pretty sure what killed me the 3 times I died to Teostra when I fight it, later on, is it has an attack that's a 1-hit kill, or it sure as fuck seems to be a 1-hit kill, and through this I have learned what it is. If it's not a 1-hit kill, it is goddamn fucking close because of how damaging it is. I mean, people here have survived it, but they're people who are higher hunter ranks and, like, got better gear and better defenses on than I do. But for my current defenses, yeah, it's pretty much an instant hit kill one of these attacks, which is, it's fucking brutal. And yeah, so this is when Josh started having insect dust as well. You can see little dust particles flying around, and when they, like, he can send them out, and then you see them like that, and then it just all explodes. And then you can be inflicted with blast if you, like, run through it and everything. It is not great. And then Teostra's just on fire. So it's at some point, like, it seems its on fire stage has, like, a couple stages. So, that. No, I didn't. I got hit by it there and I survived it. Maybe because of the defense boost and everything. But yeah, that attack is really, really fucking vicious. Like, Teostra starts on fire and then gets a little bit more on fire, starts doing the dust things. And then at some point, Teostra dives into the air and does this gigantic fucking explosion that does a shitload of damage. But after that, Teostra stops being on fire for a bit. And then when Teostra's back on fire, that's when you gotta be careful about Teostra doing the gigantic fucking explosion again. See, I took that hit, but I survived it there. And again, I think that may be because of some of the buffs that I've gotten just from my drugs and everything. And also just possibly any of the buffs. Like, I went into this with the Vitality Mantle, or whatever it's called. The Defense Mantle. The one that makes you not take damage while you're wearing it. Just so I could wear it while fighting Teostra, in case it does the one hit kill to me, and I do get hit by it. So, and see, now Teostra's on fire once again. Motherfucker. So yeah, this is like stage 1 of on fire, where it's just kind of pissed off. You can kind of set you on fire and do damage if you're next to it. And then it gets more on fire, where it starts like leaving fire on the ground that's more vicious. And then it's on fire again, where it's got the dust exploding. And then it's got the really on fire, where it blows up. So it seems to advance in phases of, like, just, it gets more and more on fire every time it screams, and then once it does it enough, be careful because it has a gigantic fucking kill attack. I've also noticed that other people have been using flash pods to knock Teostra out of the sky when it starts doing its detonating attack, to stop it from doing that. Which is why I've got these things set down, and I'm standing near it. Just so when it does its gigantic fucking explosion, I can just be, haha, I knocked this and knock you out of the sky so you don't do it. And then Teostra still stops being alive. But yeah, like, I'm not doing much of the attacks here. I'm mainly leaving it up to the other person because I'll die if I try and get in there too much. But I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do this on my own, outside of just upgrading my gear and everything. That's partially why after this, before just doing Teostra for the next bit, because I've already recorded me failing with Teostra, I'm going to do the Azura Rathalos, Black Diablos, Basil Gates, and Devil's Dough, just to see if there's any armor or any weapons that I can get from any of those that would be better equipped, or more my style for armor or anything, or weapons. And also because I know killing Basil Geese can give you Basil Geese talons, and using those talons is how you upgrade the, what's it called? The Power Charm and Armor Charm. And I know, because I watched the Darkblade video on it, you can have they're called like Power Talon and Armor Talon, which is enhanced version of the Power Charm, Armor Charm and everything. You can have both the Talon version and the Charm versions on you at the same time, and both of those stacks count. So extra attack and defense just by having items on me would be nice before I start fighting the Elder Dragons. And I imagine the Elder Dragons are probably more difficult than those other 4 monsters. Also, I don't even know if Black Diablos has even been mentioned in any of the videos up to this point, but Black Diablos is a thing. I may have mentioned that at the start of Teostra's video. I wonder if the bitch about No Gigante was at the start of Teostra video as well. It may have been, I don't even remember. Or was it? Wait, did I bitch about the No Gigante? There was one bit of armor that I bitched about and I said it was really fucking stupid. It may have been one of the pieces. No, it was one of the pieces of the No Gigante armor. And that bitch sesh is because I forgot to check the No Gigante's armor at the end of the No Gigante video. And I think it was I think it's at the start of the Teostra video, it went up and showed off the No Gigante armor. And there's one set of it that's fine, and there's one set of it that's fucking stupid. So I think it's, so yeah, stick around for the Teostra video for me to bitch about that. I'll probably bring it up as I go to check the armor for the other things and then see it in the other ones. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at the start of the Teostra video that I bitch about the Gigante armor because it's fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? Shit's weirdly out of order. But hey, that's just how it's gonna be. It's just, sometimes shit is weird and hey, we have fun with it while it's weird. But yeah, here's Teostra. I'm noticing as I'm fighting Teostra, I'm not hitting Teostra's weak points much at all. I don't know where the fuck they are. Because most of the time I don't seem to be hitting weak points for Teostra. Like outside of its direct face, I do not hit weak points, which means that my 2 extra element damage when you get a critical hit and trying to rely on getting critical hits by hitting weak points doesn't super work well on Teostra. And the fact that Teostra gets to a point where getting Nero sets you on fire and makes you take damage for this really short range weapon. I don't know what the fuck my plan is for fighting Teostra on my own. I mean, no Gigante I was able to do, and it went okay, but Teostra I've got no fucking idea. That's why the others are going to be before it. I'm going to really load up on gear and weapons and items before I try it. So that's the explosion, run away! Bam! It's devastatingly huge and everything. But the flash pod went off after the attack, but still in the air, so now Teostra's on the ground. That seems to be a thing. Using flash pods on things while they're in the air knocks them out when they hit the ground, which is great, but yeah. Just beat shit out of your face. So I try and do attacks here, just so I can kind of learn how to fight Teostra for my own personal things, and it just often doesn't go well. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do enough damage to kill this thing without just getting hit in the face constantly all the time. And unfortunately, a person here is trying to talk to me, but none of it's translated, so I don't know what you're saying, buddy, I'm sorry. Your Palico can speak English. Palicos are multilingual, but fortunately, the gestures and chat options that our characters have aren't. There's all explosions and everything here going up here. It's like, how am I not dying now? In fact, I think I may have blast on me. No, I don't. If I'm drinking, I clearly don't have blast out. And I can't see the symbols of this, so I don't quite know what's happening. I also wonder if the person that I was playing with here thought that I wasn't taking it too seriously because I was doing it in the Dante armor. So that it's like, you're not taking this seriously enough because you're in Dante armor. That's shit. Come on. I mean, Dante armor, like, if I went into this with Sakura armor or anyone else, then yeah, fair enough. But I'm going here with partial Dante armor. Also, Dante's sword is a thing. It's a switchblade or a charge blade or something, so I probably won't use it. But it seems really devastating damage-wise. And obviously, it turns from his longsword to his Alistair, so that's fucking awesome as well. But it's for a weapon that I won't use. Who are we gonna get? Is it like a crossover promotion with another Capcom property for this game? Who uses a sword and shield in their game? So I'll actually be able to use a sword and shield. Like, are we gonna get that at any point? Because I dig that, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen because, yeah. Like, I don't know if that will happen just based on the everything, but oh well. I want my own, like, cool color weapon thing that, like, my own designed weapon that looks completely different. Well, I guess Horizon Zero Dawn isn't Capcom, is it? And it's there, so something that's Sony exclusive may get on there because Sony love doing that. Like, outside of Dark Souls, I don't know, but big explosions hit me. I just want my own unique weapon, but you can just notice here that, yeah, this one's taking significantly longer than all of the others to actually kill. Because it's an Elder Dragon. This is a brutal event quest, by the way. Like, the event quests for the other ones have been, like, 360 Yakuza ones, that's a bit. Or Master of the Craft and Blueprint, which is like, Rathalos and a Palau move. It's like, oh, that's a bit. And this is 4 in a row, the last one being an Elder Dragon, and it's like, what the actual fuck? Hey, you got it! You got it there, I forgot you did that, yeah. Totally stunned them in midair and stopped them from doing the attack, and now we do extra damage to them. Fuck yeah. But I don't know if this thing has weak points other than its face. So even my armor idea isn't gonna work on this thing. And it's upsetting. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I really don't. Don't worry, that's ages away. It's ages away. I've still got the other things to do, and I don't even know if I'll do Teostra first when I get to the Elder Dragons. There's still Kushala Daora, who is first in that list, so maybe I'll do Kushala Daora first, but I mean... Yeah. Also, wow, my weapon sharpness is doing absolutely shit here. Holy shit. Yeah, fire the dragon pods! I still don't know what they do, but fire the dragon pods! They don't seem to do much. Ah, dragon pod. But they do so little damage, but I can do it from a distance, so it's fine, I guess. Dragon pod! Dragon pod, yeah. Dragon pod. I love the introduction of when I picked up the dragon pod. It was just like, is that a dragon pod? They're said to have enough power to take down elder dragons, and they do seemingly nothing outside of a little bit of damage. Slinger bombs and everything would do way the fuck more damage, but well, I guess. Grateful that friggin' Nergigante drops pods that aren't slinger pods. And Nergigante actually drops, like, sorry, you drop like slinger pods or anything. Hey! Other person did it for me. Bye, Teostra. Raw! Elder Dragon slayed. Bye. That person got something lucky there. Damn. I wonder if they got the gem. I wonder if there's any other lucky items for Teostra and they just got the gem just then. Bastard. I mean, you did all the work, so fair enough, but still, damn. I can't even tell what that stuff is. It's something, I'm sure, but I can't even tell. Let's drink some of my lemon cordial as a celebration to the thing I did like a month ago. And I barely even did because I let the other person kill a lot more for me. And I had no dragon pods at the end of this one. There are times where we just end up just spending the end of it just shooting dragon pods at each other. Because you shoot the dragon pod and all the black mist appears everywhere, and this is like, hey. And I'm cheering while the other person was trying to sniff my ass, it looks like. Oh yeah, and I forgot to send them a guild card, and I don't know. So I received their guild card after this. I don't know how to send them their guild card. Like, I can look at my guild card list and see someone, and I've accepted their guild card, and I don't know how to send them a guild card back. And it's upsetting. But hey, here's a bunch of stuff that you get, and because of the nature of this, you just get, because it's 4 of them, you get so many fucking things there. Red orb! Hey, that's the one. It's like the red orbs that you have in Devil May Cry, and you use that to make the Devil Hunter gear. And some fangs, and some scales, and some horns, and yeah, we did it! Record updated, our largest Rathalos. Hey, we got a crown for Rathalos there. Silver crown. And there's all the things. I did the most slinger. I'm awesome. And I broke the most parts in that one as well. Cool. I think. Again, the rating is difficult, but it looked like my name was there. So that is another batch of rare event armor for this game. And a super weird post-commentary video. I'm not used to post-commentary, but I'm hoping it comes across somewhat normal. Probably not even slightly, but hopefully somewhat normal. Hurry up and load video game. I mean, the game's not even I know it's not loading, but I mean, when I'm actually not playing it, it feels a lot longer. Because I gotta go and show off the gear too. Show off the full Sakura gear, show off the actual full Dante gear that we didn't get to have before, but hey. So, hey, guild card. Oh, did I do this on video? Holy shit. I accepted this person's guild card on video. I don't know how to send one back to them. If anyone wants to tell me how to do that, let me know. Because that person is not on this list here. Maybe that's why I did it, to ask people, how do I send guild cards to people who I have their guild card? Because I wanted to send them one, because they're down there. And I don't know how to do it. I can receive their data and look at how cool they are. And look at them! Damn! Oh, their weapon is fierce. Just what the fuck? And just all the stuff that they've got. There's some monsters there I don't even think that I've fought yet, but just hey. And all their trophies and their palico doing all shit. And yeah, it's a longsword. They really like their longsword. The 207 freaking quests they've done with it. But I don't know how to send them a guild card from that list. If anyone knows how to do that, let me know. If there's no way to do that, that's frustrating, but yeah. Like, you have to do it in quest, and I just completely forgot to. I was too busy trying to find my, yeah, cheering emote. I wasted it. I wasted my friendship with that person, and now I'm sad. Oh, I've wasted everything, everyone. I've ruined it all. Everything's ruined. Everything's dead. Everything's
Want something making?
upsetting. Anyway, let's look at the gear. Forge equipment, full armor set, Sakura. Boom! Sakura. I mean, it was the same as before. You saw the entire gear before, because this one isn't piecemeal, but it does all that. Yeah, it was the Rathian coins, or is that? No, it's not Rathian coin that I need there. I need something else. But yeah, pick Rathian mastery. Increases the length of poison. Super good, but requires 3 pieces of gear, which is hard to justify putting the effort into doing that. Anyway, we've got the weapon and the charge blade here. Dante's devil sword turns into Alistair when it because the charge this is a thing apparently where it's the charge sword works in it has one way and then you change its mode and then it turns into its charged sword form, and when you do that for this it turns into Alistair. But yeah, it requires an Odogaron gem, which I mean I used on my Master's Charm thing, but I'm not gonna use that, so I'll worry about that when I get an extra Odogaron gem. And anyway, the important thing, Dante gear, boom. That's the 2 weakness exploit and requiring a motherfucking Teostra gem. But hey, that's that whole gear thing. And it looks awesome. And it just, it's so good. So yeah, level 4 critical eye, level 3 weakness exploit, that's the main things. But extra evade, that's alright, fire resistance, and then most of the other stuff. Oh, latent power is actually part of it. Yeah, latent power is I think the other critical thing, where it's when you take a certain amount of damage or you fight for long enough, then something changes, you get extra affinity or attack or whatever. But hey, we're Virgil now! You can change the entire color of this, so you can just be Virgil. Yeah! Or you can be whatever the hell you like. Like this one, which actually works really well. The pink Dante clothes actually look pretty damn good. We got the more reddish one, if you want to go super red with it. You got those different colors. They all weirdly affect the hair color in different ways. And we've got green there. And we've got that light green there. Super red. Slightly lighter red that looks more pinkish. And just don't worry about any of those. But hey! That's your Dante gear. It looks amazing. Look how great Dante... I actually love the fact that it's... You don't become Dante. You cosplay as Dante. Because it looks really good. One, the female outfit just looks really good on Dante. The very slight changes in its design actually super work well. And I like seeing my character's face with the Dante hair. It makes me want to ask Ashlyn to actually cut her hair to be like Dante. which I mean, is too much. But, I mean... She would totally love it. Anyway... Enough about that. That's this for the post-commentary extravaganza that is whatever awkward mess this is. The next episode will probably be Azura Rathalos and Black Diablos. It'll either be that or Basil Geese and Devil Joe. But I'm going to assume Azura Rathalos and Black Diablos because I'm going to guess Basil Geese and Devil Joe are harder. So... we'll fight those 4. Those will be the next 2 episodes. And then we'll actually get to the Elder Dragons and refight those. Whether I start with Teostra or if I do Kushala Daora, I don't know. Part of me wants to start with Teostra because I've already done Teostra. But haven't really decided. So, that's special gear and post-commentary and everything. Next episode, it'll be me reacting live to my fuck-ups and my absolute misery and failure for me being able to play this game well at all. So, until that funness begins, this is version 2, signing out.